to clear the board. Oh, hello. I was just giving some instructions to some of my operatives who are currently working in the mine right now, stopping the mushroom legions. The lore keeps building. Anyway, on today's episode of Overly Demotional, we are going to be taking a look at Master of Peace, P-I-E-C-E, which is, to kind of give you an idea, a sort of like a roguelike kind of game, but on more of like a grid-based board. Almost like a board game kind of thing. The actual description, I should say, is just recruit mercenaries, combine their traits, and forge endless synergies, venture through the mysterious medieval realm, facing powerful foes and mighty bosses. Simple turn-based rules hide deep strategic depth, build your ultimate team, master the pieces, and uncover the secrets of the Black Fog. I guess that's why it's called Master of Peace, because you actually have pieces that you're moving around the board. And as far as I can tell, this is indeed a new developer, has no previous record, called I Am Game, I Am Fine. So I am looking forward to getting into this one. I feel like it is going to be a nice respite from some of the other kind of games that we've played. Maybe a little bit more of like a strategic grid game. Let's see if it actually holds up. Okay, interesting artwork on the front screen. Ooh, I saw that. You got yourself like a drag. Ooh, that's nice. All right, let's just start. Let's start. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
One day, a shroud of black fog, its origin unknown, covered the
Voice
sky,
acting.
and the world was swallowed by darkness. The land
Okay.
turned to death and despair, and hunger swept across the realm. The
That's
high
for me to
priest
read.
declared, "Whosoever uncovers the source of this black fog and restores light to the world shall be richly rewarded." The proclamation spread far and wide. Soon, adventurers and mercenaries who sought gold began to form across the lands.
All set, let the battle begin. I'm wondering if this is going to be kind of like Fire Emblem. The Black Fog has devoured the world and the party moves forward to protect what was lost. Okay. Punish the dragon cult and uncover the whereabouts of the sacred orb. Okay. Battle screen. Okay. You can deploy a mercenary by spending 2 action points. Okay. Great. Deploy mercenaries, move forward, and then attack. If the enemy's formation is empty, they will attack the enemy's flag. Start battle. Okay. Mercenaries' attack stat cannot be reduced below 1. Good to know. Okay. 1 speed. Mercenaries with higher speed act first in battle. Oh, okay. So that determines your turn order. Oh no! The flag durability does not recover after the battle. When the ally flag is destroyed, you lose. Oh. Most mercenaries have traits that grant powerful effects during battle. Unholy Light, when placed, it deals damage to all enemies and boss equal to half of its speed. Okay. Oh. If multiple mercenaries have the same speed, their turn order is determined randomly. Oh, okay. Spend 1 action point to move a mercenary deployed in the previous round to an adjacent tile. Okay. You can use the commander's ability at any time during battle. Each commander's ability has its own usage limit and cooldown. What's this? Drag to target an enemy mercenary or boss. Deal 2 damage to the target, ignores dodge, and obstacles cannot be targeted. Okay. You will win the battle when you reduce the enemy flag durability to 0. I would love to do that. Oh, perfect. I've achieved victory. Beautiful. What's this? Card event. Flip the cards and make a choice. You may obtain a reward depending on the path you choose to take. Battered crate. A battered crate lies before you. Unknown contents await your discovery. Oh, recover flag durability by 3. Your journey begins with the following mercenaries. An ambusher, sword dancer, the apprentice, the blacksmith, and the porter. Okay, so I guess I can think of these kind of like I would with, like, Magic the Gathering cards, right? Like, here's your health and your attack power, but they might also have special abilities. Your speed is a lot higher here. Oh, this is a node-based grid? Okay. Either or. Okay, so I can choose to... What are these? Action points. So I can get a couple people out on the board. What do we got? Sword Dancer. Okay. Violence activates 4 times per battle. Upon attacking an enemy, gain 1 sword. Ambusher. Footwork. When deployed, if there are no enemies at the very front tile, gain 1 attack and 2 speed. Well, let's put these guys out. Okay. Start battle. Okay, and they automatically move up. Good to know. I should probably put you here. Because he's probably going to... Okay, what do we got here? I probably want to put you there for protection. Yeah. Let's try this. Porter is going to be able to attack you. Okay. Yep, okay. Great. Yeah, okay, now we're getting somewhere. I think I can just... Okay. I have achieved victory. Restoration up to 5 times battle. Ooh. The Unholy Light, when placed, deals damage to all enemies, and boss equals to half of its speed. Yeah, no, let's take you. Shaman's Hut. Select a mercenary and upgrade the stats of your choice. Lovely little hamlet. You can choose 1 mercenary stats to upgrade. Okay. Who do I like? Who do I like? I feel like I need to get a healer, though the ambusher is faster. That would give... Yeah, okay. Come on. I want to be able to look at the book. Oh, this is just the game guide. Right, I should probably actually read the thing. You can choose as many items as you like to take with you. I have 3 slots, I might as well use them. Choose a mercenary to execute. Their traits may be passed on to another. Oh, so this isn't so much a Fire Emblem, this is more Inscription. Probably the Apprentice. I don't think the Apprentice is very useful. Or the Porter. Porter really has very little for skill. Hi, Porter. Sorry. Our way with this one. Our path demands sterner hearts and sharper steel. The fire won't cease even if you plead for mercy. Okay. This is going to be a great place for me to put a guy. And this guy can go there. Oh. There we go. Fang Necklace. All allied mercenaries with sword of 2 or below will attack an additional random enemy. Oh. At the end of each round, a random ally mercenary with 1 sword in hand or at the battlefield gain +2. Definitely not for religious purposes. What was this on? If you look close, one fang is smaller than the other. Take that. I have to take this road. Okay. Recover ally flag. Okay. Yeah. Just repair my flag, I guess. Boot camp. Remove one mercenary. Recruit one from a random presentation. Okay. Who do I want to get rid of? Who sucks? Probably you. 1 cent. The trainee cannot return. Yes. Ooh. Vanguard. Gatekeeping. When deployed, gain 1 heart. 1 speed per 1 enemy mercenary in the battlefield. Ooh. And then blessing. When deployed, increase the attack power of the ally mercenary located at the very front tile, equal to the amount of your own. Ooh. Let's take you. Excellent choice. Thank you. I think they would have said that regardless, though. Who knows? Who knows how this stuff works? Alright. Boss possesses powerful abilities, and you must defeat the boss in order to achieve victory. Ooh, do I now? Alright, let's weaken him to start. Ow. Let's try that. Get rid of him. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Well, that did not feel good. Yes, that would be the smart move. Try and... I think I'm okay. Let's just do that. Yeah, alright. Oh. Drag to target an enemy mercenary or boss, deal 2 damage to the target. Oh. I have no mercenaries, so what am I supposed to do now? Oh, okay. I'll just do that. Place a mercenary to preview an upgrade effect. Oh, okay. Should I do the Sword Dancer? He is already upgraded for the health, so this would also be helpful. Because it'll be in play for longer. Upgrade you. Let's go this way. It looks like I have a lot of options here. Yeah, let's do that. Blacksmith, just stay there. Yeah, because now you're going to just keep upgrading. Try that. Now I'm up to 7. Yeah, you're not getting through this. My god. There we go. We have gatekeepers. When an ally mercenary in hand is deployed around this piece, gain +2. And then we have an executioner. When deployed, reduce the attack of all enemies on the battlefield by 1. Whoa. When deployed, reduce the attack power of all enemies on the battlefield by 1. Gain attack power by the amount reduced. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, Executioner. I'm keeping you around. I think I like you. Let's, upgrade you with some more hit points. More. Just so much execution. We can't even start to explain how much execution there's going to be. But you're not going out yet. You're going out these are not the ones I really wanted to start. Alright, you go first. Now I'd like to put you in the front. And you know what? Blacksmith, why don't you go there? Okay. Okay, well, fine, be that way. Should I? Yes. Alright. Now you're in pretty fine shape. I think we're going to deploy you there. Get rid of you. Yes. Yes. Alright. We're getting there. Alright. Apprentice, where do I want to put you? Probably just in the open space here. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Oh no. Yeah. Look at that, though. Oh, no. I need to... Oh, I think I'll still be fine. Yep. There we go. Hero's Seal. Activated once per battle. Allied mercenaries who has defeated 2 enemy pieces will gain. Ooh, that's great. At the end of each round, a random allied mercenary with 1 in hand or at the battlefield gains +2. That's better. Alright. Well, we only have one option right now, so we'll take it. Random results will appear if I inspect. Sure, why not? You find nothing but empty ground. Okay, I didn't need to recover. Choose a mercenary to execute. Oh my god. Boy. Who would I have to get rid of? The apprentice? Probably. Away with you. Oh, I guess if they don't have traits, there's no point in executing them, though. I'm gonna put you up next to you. And, I'm gonna put the blacksmith up there. How about that? I have a sharp dagger, right? Can I just get rid of him? Block the first attack against an allied flag. Oh, okay, so that's why that happened. Okay. You know, let's put you there for safety. Just in case we end up with... Can I weaken you? You know what? I don't want... Okay. We are going to use Sharp Dagger on you to get you out of the playing field. Alright, well, as much fun as that was, the problem that you're going to have right now is that you are really, really screwed. Leader of the Sun. Alright. Oh, you can play up to the second region in the demo version. You were to return to the park. Okay. New commander ability, a swift sword. Okay, you can change the commander's ability at the gate. Drag to target one enemy mercenary sets the target to 0 and grants +1 to allies around the target. Oh, okay. And a new mercenary. While on the battlefield, gain additional attack power equal to your speed. Oh, so just whatever your speed is, you gain attack power as well. That's great. Ordeal unlocked. Oh, I see. So you go through the ordeal and there's upgraded enemies in battle. I see how that works. Okay. Master of Peace. It's a board game, but a battle board game. Battle board? So, Master of Peace is, it's sort of like a game that is almost like a deck builder, actually, but the thing about it is that it's taking you with mercenary pieces that you're using in order to attack. So, it's sort of like a more hands-on approach to, like, Drop Duchy, maybe? But, very simple, very straightforward. More so than I even thought. I thought that maybe your pieces could kind of like move around the board, but basically when you attack, they just immediately move up to the next position, and then when they are in attack range, they attack. But it does shake things up by having abilities, by having grimoire cards that you can activate that are just one-time uses, by having upgrades for your different characters. It actually reminded me a lot of Inscription, but with characters there. Of course, the thing about Inscription that made Inscription is that there's a much bigger part to it that you uncover over the course of time. This is very straightforward as like a roguelike node-based kind of game, but it looks great. It plays real smooth. I can't really cite it for anything. It's not necessarily the kind of thing that I would probably play for long periods of time. I don't know if it's as addictive as some other roguelikes that I've played in terms of like the onboarding and everything, but it's got some neat mechanics, some interesting stuff going on, and there's nothing particularly like wrong about it. It is a little bit odd if you lose all your mercenaries, because then I was like, well, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do now. Do you just lose now? Because if you run out of mercenaries, I just don't have any, essentially, cards that I can put onto the battlefield. But this feels similar to, like, remember when Yu-Gi-Oh! Had the Yu-Gi-Oh! It had the card game, right? But then there was also the Yu-Gi-Oh! That was the grid, the dungeon thing, and it was on a grid. That's kind of this, but the grid is not particularly robust. It's a very small, consolidated landscape, but I think for what they're trying to do here, it makes sense. We talked about this with some other games, but sometimes making something bigger doesn't make it better. I think when we were talking about vampire crawlers recently, I was mentioning that those dungeon areas are not particularly large, but you don't really want them to be, because then it lowers the flow of the battlefield. If I were to, however, say that there is another kind of game that took this sort of approach, I have a fondness for, like, Fire Emblem, but the thing about Fire Emblem is that that's much more of a strategy RPG that's grid-based. And so every time you get into an encounter, you actually have pieces that have actual names and stories and everything. And if they die in the battlefield, they're, like, gone. They have actually died in the narrative of the game. And you take those and you upgrade and you watch them grow and level up over the course of this entire campaign, which is very cool. And I guess when I'm thinking about that, I was like, yeah, that would be that is a really interesting idea. Master of Peace takes that and tries to distill it down into small battlefield chunks. You know what it actually shares some DNA with is, like, For the King, if you've ever played that, because that's a roguelike, and that has, like, a strategy, like a turn-based RPG elements where you're getting different characters, and they all have special abilities, and you can figure out who you want to use for different battles. But again, much more honed in, and on, like, a node-based grid, So, I think it's fine. It's not something that I'd ignore. I could consider playing this. I probably won't, but I would consider playing it. It's not a wishlist item, but it's definitely not an ignore. I think that if this is something that interests you or you like these kinds of games, the demo did a pretty good job of selling me on the actual mechanics of it. Maybe not as addictive as some of the other ones that I've played. It doesn't make me want to just jump in and like start addictively playing for like 1,000 hours. But I think that it's solid in what it presents. You know, good job, Masterpiece. Not a ton of reviews, but it does have very positive reviews for what it is. Have we cleared the board yet? I've heard that said a few times. I don't know what it means. What? There's nothing in my ear. Being out of the mind is really starting to mess with my head.